It's Jess. As you know from my previous videos, I have hair loss, hair thinning due to a variety of reasons, including 1, PCOS, 2, postpartum. I had a baby last year. No, almost 2 years ago, but it still counts. 3, stress. That's kind of how it very first started for me, was I was in a very stressful situation and all of a sudden I had bald spots. And 4, I recently had weight loss surgery. So I am 6 months post-op and there's no end in sight for this hair fall. So, funny story, when I was first interested in buying a topper about 3 years ago, I did a consultation with a gal named Lacey Rodriguez. She's fantastic. She's a great resource. Follow her on Instagram. She's wonderful. And she directed me to several different types of toppers, specifically those at Uniwigs. They're known for their quality, their affordability, the variety that they have available. And she had mentioned some lace front toppers. And she said, you know, some people might be intimidated because you might want to glue it or tape it down to the front. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, that's way beyond my ability level, let's be honest. So guess what Uniwigs just sent to me. But in all seriousness though, like, I am very excited. So this is straight out of the box, pardon the crinkle. This is the Airy Elegance topper with Swiss Luxe lace here at the front. And it is a 14-inch topper with natural black with brown shades. Now, it might be difficult to see the color. I hope that you can really see it. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's the tag. But it's really, really, really pretty, and I love this color. This is the same as, I believe, the Upgrade Courtney that I tried on last month. And oh, it really is stunning. It's a beautiful color. But I'm intimidated by this for a couple of reasons. One, well, they're the obvious reasons. I don't want to trim too much. And that's the advice that I'm getting from the folks online is don't trim too much, because you can always trim more if you didn't do enough, but you can't take it back, which is true for any kind of cutting that you do on a topper, whether it's the lace or putting in some layers or cutting the overall length. This one you can see already has some layers cut into it, which I'm super excited about. That's always super convenient. Obviously my hair right now is not 14 inches, so we're gonna see how it'll blend with my hair length. The second reason that I'm a little bit intimidated is because I really don't want to mess it up gluing something to my head. Now, did you hear, it was several months ago, probably over a year ago, there was a lady who ran out of, her handy dandy wig glue and thought, just this once, I'm in a pinch, I'll just use my Gorilla Glue spray. Now, I don't even have Gorilla Glue spray in my home, but I was kept up late last night thinking about doing this video and thinking, just remember not to use the Gorilla Glue spray. I have a little bit of anxiety, can you tell? So, getting out of the way of the intimidating parts, the thing that I'm really excited about is that this topper, it is a 130% density, and it's lightweight. So the cap, I believe, is 6.5 by 7 inches. It's got this large part that is the scalp part. I can't remember the name and I feel really bad. But the wefting here is still pretty significant, but your area here where you can play around with your part is pretty darn big. So as you can see, I've done a deep side part here on my left today, and we're gonna try to do that with this. Now, what you need to know, even when you have a topper that comes like this one with layers cut into it, color is absolutely beautiful, it still needs some waking up. She's been in a box, right, for quite a while. She's been in production, and then, in inventory, and then on the plane to get wherever you are, and then the truck to your house, and then, it takes a while, and she needs some assistance to wake up. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Now, I think I'm going to leave the cutting of the lace until the very, very end. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that and how I'm actually going to apply this. We're going to start by just putting it on and seeing how it looks without making any adjustments here in the very beginning. I was going to say something else about this type of topper. Ooh. Listen, now you know me. Blending is the most difficult part for me. And what I am understanding from other ladies who have tried on this and other lace front toppers is that the blending is just way, way easier. Now, take a look. Look at that. Now, do you see what I mean? So I definitely understand if you look, especially going this way, you can see it's lifting quite a bit. One thing I will mention as well is that Uniwigs also includes a couple of extra combs in case you want to put them other places in the topper, and then it's hard to see in the little baggie with the combs against it, but this other little flexible comb that you can sew in yourself. It's got these little pieces right here, these little hooks that you can use to sew on, and you could use that here in the front to get it to be more secure. However, I do see what they mean with wanting to glue it or tape it down just a little bit. I think based on where these pressure clips are, I think I'm pretty close to where I want my part to be, but if you look here, it's a little bit off. We've got maybe like 1/2 inch, and it does make a difference. So I am going to show you first how I'm going to move my part. And this is pretty simple. All you need is like a point where you can make your part, like a rat-tailed comb or whatever, a blow dryer. I really prefer the blow drying brush and a spray bottle with some water, and it's very easy. I'm going to speed up this part of the video and put on some music so you don't have to listen to my air conditioner, to my blow dryer. But we're going to find my part over here, and I am going to just part right there. how easy that was? Super, super easy. And now it's over where I want it to be. Now listen, this topper has more volume than my entire head of hair. And I was honestly contemplating not wearing it out today because it is so much longer than my bio hair, but I love it so much. You saw when I started doing the part and stuff, my son came in and he was stuck trying to remember what he was asking me because he's like, oh, the hair. So, all right, now I don't feel like I need to do much with it as far as putting in curls or anything like that. The cut is so great that it is worth doing. That it's worth just leaving as it is and not putting any more curls or anything in it. You know me though, I do really love putting just some large bouncy curls in my toppers. We will try. We will see how it's gonna turn out. Okay. Okay, here, moment of truth. Like they told me, cut less because you can always go back and cut off more if you didn't get enough off in the first place. The thing that I'm so excited about with this is like even right then when I put it on and had the hot blow dryer blowing on me, this was not super hot. So many times when you wear a topper, especially in warm weather, it's August right now, is you feel like you're just wearing a hair hat and it's just too flippin' hot to live. And that isn't, I mean, that doesn't work. We have to just, we have to wear stuff that's reasonable, which means that most of the time I wear a hat. So this gives me quite a bit of hope that I can wear something, that I can wear alternative hair even when it's super duper hot. Can you tell I'm nervous? I'm like pulling back every single hair. All right. Jeez Louise. If you hear noise in the background, that would be my children. School starts in less than 2 weeks and we are all so excited, but none of them are excited as me. I am so excited. I like the change myself. I like to have the change in the seasons. By the time May rolls around, I'm so ready for school to be out. And by the time August rolls around, I'm ready for them to go back in. I like the change of the seasons, the change in routine. I know a lot of people really don't thrive on change, but I'm kind of one of those people who does. I really like it when we can change things up, get something new going. The other thing about this topper, I'm not going to mention the price because prices change, right? And I don't want to tell you now and then in a year someone's like, well, that's not what it was. But this topper is like crazy affordable. So I'm going to say already, knowing what I know, especially given that this whole trimming of the lace thing, you only got to do this process once. You might have to adjust, you know, but you're still during that same process. You're only doing this once, and then it's really just a matter of using the glue, not Gorilla Glue, to put it down on your head. Okay, so I'll set her down and show you how much I cut off. Hopefully this shows up well. I cut off maybe 3/8 of an inch. I would not call that a 1/2 inch. That does not look like it. Well, of course it's not going to show up on my skin tone like that. Jeez, puffy sleeves and everything. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to show you. I'm doing my best, okay? All right, but I cut that off, and now we are going to attempt to glue and blend. And it's gonna be great, right? It's gonna be great. Okay, Yes, the part is much better over here. I'm gonna scoop and snap these pressure clips. This one on the back and this one on the back. Okay, now let's see what I need to do to adjust, because it really does lift quite a bit. I gotta get up close and personal with my mirror here. You're gonna have to wait just a second. Also, look at these teeny tiny baby hairs. Do you see these? So that gives me like a modicum of hope that maybe, just maybe, my hair is actually going to come back. Geez, I hope my hair comes back. But if it doesn't, I do at least still have great options. Like, this is fantastic. Look at that. If I just get this glued down here just a little bit. Okay, so there is not a consensus on the internet of how to use the spray to get this on your head. There is no one right way. So this is what we're gonna try, because this is what makes sense to me right now. I'm just going to release those two pressure clips and peel back my hair, which is always, you know, every wig or hair wearing woman's worst nightmare. We're just gonna peel back the very front here. And I'm going to apply very, very, very little right around my hairline at first. And I'm only going from about here to here. So we're gonna just do a little bit at a time. And then we're going to rub it in. And I want to work kind of fast because I don't want this to get dry, but I do need it to be slightly tacky for my lace front to stick. For real, look at all those tiny baby hairs. That is just wild. Ooh, you can tell this is sticky. So I'm gonna dry it just a touch, and then I'm gonna lay my lace down. Okay, pause, because I'm going to use just a little bit of heat from this to get this dry. Now we have to investigate, because I'm not exactly sure that I did this right or that it looks quite right. You know what I did wrong? Is I think oh my gosh. I think I've got it too, I think I've got it too far back. I think it needs to come a little far forward. So we're going to undo these pressure clips, because you could kind of see, I'm just gonna get my hair out of these clips. You could kind of see my hair underneath the lace, my own bio hair under the lace, and that is not what we are going for. So what I'm getting from this process is I need to have it right here on my forehead, actually on my scalp. This is gonna be so fun to try to get out. Oh my gosh. Every day is an adventure when you're going bald. Remember my story about going to the pool and my hair got wet and all my cover-up powder came streaming down my face? Remember my other one of going on a roller coaster and my hat flew off? Remember that? Such an adventure. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna use the mirror. Whoop. Okay. Now, lining up my part. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we're doing it. Now, I feel like I've got a couple little flyaways that are actually from the wig or from the topper and not from my own head. Also, feel as though it might be a little bit crooked. Also, just occurred to me that I did not take the tag off first. And now that I've got her glued to my forehead, what do I do? Because it's right there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a little bit of my bio hair here on the side. And I think I need to glue that part down just a touch. Listen, of all the places where I'm concerned about it showing, it's right here. It's right at the part, right at the hairline. The other places, I don't so much care. And listen, this whole experience just makes me miss long hair. And I even have like conscious plans of getting my hair cut even shorter. And now I'm rethinking that because look how pretty this is. Yep, I've got a part of the wig that is glued underneath. We're just gonna extract it. Okay. I do need some up close personal time with the mirror. Hold on. Did I do it? This might be the best topper I have ever worn. And it might be because it was the hardest one to install or the hardest one to put on. But like, look at the blend. Like, okay, here, you can see a little bit if you get real up close. Who's gonna be that close to me? My husband, my children? Who's gonna get this close to me that they're gonna be able to see the knots on my topper? No one, and it lays flat. Okay, now the real question, the real test is, does it still look okay with my natural hair being so much shorter? So I'm gonna turn around. How's it look? I mean, I feel like it looks okay. Does it look okay? You can totally see the tag though, I know. Like a little bit speechless. Look how good this hair looks. And look at the coverage. And it does not feel super heavy. It's okay. I'm gonna go outside. That's gonna be the real test. I'm gonna go outside where it is currently, I don't know, Hades, I think. For whatever reason, my watch doesn't do Fahrenheit. Oh, and it's not even connected to tell me what Celsius. Oh, 32 degrees Celsius. Whatever 32 is, that's what temperature it is right now outside my house. I'm gonna go try it outside. We're gonna see how it feels. We're gonna see how it feels. Okay, again, this is the Uniwigs Airy Elegance with the Swiss Luxe lace. It's a lace front topper, 14 inches, natural black with brown shades. And I have never, I've never felt so good in a topper before. Is this real? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Look at that.